Are you ready?
Here we go.
Lads, do I really have to read it out again? God's sake. New episodes of the After Sesh podcast out every Thursday. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Enjoy.
Right, come here. The
Yeah.
FIFA World 11 for 2021 was announced about 2 hours ago before this podcast was recorded. I told you not to look at it and to come up
I
with
can
the best
confirm.
11.
I didn't look at it.
Fair.
I
I don't think I gave you was the formation that was used, which is a bit unusual, but it's what was used. And what I'll tell you now before you give me your team is the best goalkeeper was voted Mendy and Lewandowski was voted the best player. Now,
Okay.
who have you got in your... Actually, the formation is 3-3-4. 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, 4 forwards. Who was your goalkeeper?
My goalkeeper was genuinely Jan Oblak. But I understand completely. Mendy just slipped my mind, to be honest. But Mendy had a phenomenal season last season when he came in and actually started playing games under Tuchel, so that's no surprise there. My right fullback was actually Reece James.
Wait.
Sorry. Oh, you want to go one at a time?
Mendy wasn't in the team.
What?
Well, he was voted the best goalkeeper. He's not in the team. That's why
Okay,
I
who is
mentioned
in
it.
this thing?
It's not Mendy. It's not All Black. It's not Allison. It's not Ederson. It's 22-year-old Italian Donnarumma.
Now, in fairness, it's hard to argue with that either. He was phenomenal. And phenom is the word. Look, even for a charity shootout, I wouldn't want to take a penalty on the fella.
Well, I'm just biased because I don't like Chelsea. Like, Mendy is a good goalkeeper, but he's not tested because he has such a good defence. Like, he's doing well, but it's just the team make him look better. Like, he kept clean sheets. The team kept clean sheets. I wouldn't say the clean sheets were down to him, if you get me. Like,
Okay, but where would you rank him in the Premier League? Say top 5 goalkeepers. Would he be in that?
off
In
this
your eyes?
season or just like in general?
In general, you were to look at, say, all the first team goalkeepers in the Premier League. Would you put him in the top 5?
Oh, yeah, definitely top 5, yeah. But
Okay.
he's only in the Premier League a year. He's done great for his 4th season, don't get me wrong, but when he's done it for 3-4 years, then he can be up there. He's up there with the top 5. I'd put Alisson, Ederson, De Gea, Mendy, and then
Do you want me to fill in your last one?
yeah,
Martinez off of Aston Villa. Other than the howler the other night, like he's class.
he started off good, but I think he's a bit I've seen
Fair enough.
the man, what's his name, Jose SALAH off Wolves being mentioned, but
He's very good as well.
it's a toss between them two. But let's get back to this 11. The 3 at the back, who have you got?
My 3 at the back would be, it's kind of a bit mad because I'm going with an all Premier League 3 at the back.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be wrong here, but I'm going to say Ruben Diaz,
Mm-hmm.
Antonio Rudiger,
Mm-hmm.
and Reece James. Even though he's not a centre back, I'll put him in there. I did call out on the Twitch stream, but I do think he's probably the best right back in the world at the minute. But he's injured since, so I'm a bit of a curse there in that.
Well, Reece James, he had about 6 good games last year, so I wouldn't put him in personally, but Diaz is in the squad. Rudiger is not, but he's not a bad show.
Rudiger's not in the squad.
No, but he's not a bad
Strange
show.
for a
in my
man that won the
opinion.
Champions League.
Yeah. In my opinion, he's a
He's a-
decent player.
I'm going to say Thiago Silva's definitely in there then, is he?
Nope.
That's crazy. For the clean sheets that Chelsea kept last season, like,
There's a
either of them not being in there is a big surprise to me. Like,
there's a Bundesliga player and a Serie A player.
okay, so we're going to go with Giorgio Chiellini,
Nope.
Bonucci.
Yep.
Okay, thank fuck. I don't know. It had to be someone at this stage. Jesus, I'm making a show of myself here.
He
And you said a
wasn't.
Bundesliga player.
Yeah.
God. You know, I actually don't know. I haven't a breeze. I'd say Alaba, maybe, but honestly, is it Alaba?
Yep.
Well, that's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
That's an
How we
absolute
got
joke.
in there
But
over Rudiger.
it's
know.
beyond me. That's absolutely ridiculous. Carry on. He's actually around Madrid now.
Oh, bollocks.
He went
Yeah.
on a free during the summer.
Oh, fuck. Sorry about that.
You're fine. Don't worry.
Just when I think of Alaba, I just think of Bayern Munich, and he's wearing his Austrian kit in this picture. So,
Oh, fair enough. Easy mistake to make.
haven't been playing FIFA, so I haven't been keeping up. Right, 3 midfielders. Who have we got?
Kevin De Bruyne. Now, the midfield is actually the hardest thing I found to do here.
Okay.
So bear with me. Kevin De Bruyne, Marco Verratti, and see, this is like obviously it's taken into account internationals with Donnarumma and Bonucci being in there. So I'd imagine they put an English player in there as well. And if I was to go with an English player, probably be Mason Mount, is it?
Nope. So you have De Bruyne. He is one of them, and then the other two are Premier League players.
The other two are Premier League players. Rodri and Gundogan.
Nope. Just think of the Ballon d'Or and who was voted up in top.
I don't pay attention to that, man. I only find out after. Do you want to go work away and tell me there? Because I don't think I'll get it. If they're all Premier League players.
Yeah. Chelsea's N'Golo Kante.
Oh my God.
And then
the best DM in the world. And I said Rodri.
Yeah. And then Chelsea's Jorginho.
Does score an awful lot of penalties. And in fairness,
Yes.
Fernandez got a lot of good press over scoring penalties. So we should have expected that.
Well, it's a bit of a weird formation, a bit of a weird team, but who are we to judge? I thought I'd be playing for Bayern Munich, so that shows my football knowledge. Anyway.
We're looking at 4 forwards here.
Yep. Who have you got up front?
Okay, well, I have Lewandowski up front because I just think that's a foregone conclusion.
Okay.
This is a FIFA team, is it? More so than actually who did well.
It's a FIFA team 11's best 11, so based off who did the best last year.
So Mbappe is definitely in it then, is he? He plays in the Farmers League.
Keep going.
I don't want to be the one to say it, but it's Messi and Neymar, isn't it?
Out of all the names you said, you got 2. Lewandowski's in there and Messi's in there.
Oh, really? Wow. All right, let me keep going. So
you're missing,
Federico Chiesa.
You're missing a striker and a winger. And
is it Federico? No, Chiesa's not in there.
There's 4 players that I think are, well, 3 players are already been here. One of them's on this list.
Oh, God, Mo Salah.
He's not in this team. He should be, but he's not.
What?
No, he's not in it. So think of 2 amazing strikers and then a winger that shouldn't be in here, but he is.
A winger that shouldn't be in there, but he is.
Yeah, just think of the name.
Like he was really, really. I don't know. Haaland, I'm gonna say, is in there, is he?
Haaland's a striker, yeah. You're just missing one winger now. So you have Messi, Lewandowski,
on the right
Haaland,
wing,
left. Well, but
Messi's
look
on
at
the
this.
left wing.
No, Messi's on the right.
Okay, so I'm looking for a left winger, and it's someone you don't think should have got in there.
No, well, apparently SALAH should have been in the team, but.
Oh yeah, fact. Salah's there all day. He's phenomenal. Like, it's not Ronaldo, is it?
Yep.
Who made that award? Or who made the team of the year?
I'm assuming FIFA.
Who wrote it on? FIFA. Whoever's in charge of that. The same with the people that are in charge of EA. They really should look at themselves in the mirror.
So a good show goes to Benzema and Salah, in my opinion. And maybe Rudiger.
True. Yeah, I'd say Rudiger definitely in for a shout there. I think he performed fucking amazingly last year. I thought he was actually just Fabinho.
Fabinho over Jorginho. Fabinho's just an absolute tank. He's
I
just
think
so
Fabinho's
underrated.
fantastic player.
So
And if you had
underrated.
Kante and Fabinho, think of a midfield trio of De Bruyne sitting in there as like a 10 or wherever the fuck he wants to be on the pitch. And then you have Kante and Fabinho behind him just going, yeah, we'll mop it up, lad.
No team is beating that three. No team.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
I just think Fabinho's just so underrated. He's our top goal scorer in fucking January, for God's sake. He's a CDM.
Fabinho's the top goal scorer at Liverpool.
Yes, for January.
Oh, for
scored-
January.
Yeah,
I was thinking,
yeah.
I was like, he didn't just score 15 goals or something.
No.
Salah's miles ahead. Like, I was like, what score was that Brentford match there? Cricket score by the sounds of it. Come here, who would be in your world 11 then?
It won't be far off this. Like, I'd have Donnarumma, I'd have Diaz. Benucci is a shoe. We can see why he's there. So to keep that three, then I'd have Rudiger, because I just think Rudiger is just probably underrated. Like most, like he's like
true.
Matip is underrated, Fabinho's underrated. Like all these players don't get a look in. I think Rudiger is one of them. I don't know why. I think it's because Thiago Silva's there and his name is bigger. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
So that'd be my back four. And then the midfield, I'd go with. See, De Bruyne was injured for most year, wasn't he? Had a few.
I honestly can't remember, to be honest.
But
I have a feeling, though, he's kind of like Salah in that way, where if I was making that list before I put anyone else on, I'd make the team around those two, just put them in and go, well, like, to me, at the moment, they're the two best players in the world. So they're both going in for definite.
So you hear a lot of people saying Gundogan and Rodri, but
see, Ilkay Gundogan last season was phenomenal for City in spells. Like, he was one of the reasons that the title push really, really happened. I think they went on a 22 game winning streak or unbeaten streak they went on.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was down to him banging in goals, and he was on really good form. And for a guy that had so many injury troubles and always seems to pick up like little niggling injuries and stuff like that, that always keep him out for a game or two here or there, it was great to see him get the form and like actually get the game time to show he is actually a world class footballer. But there was a reason that they brought him in from Dortmund.
Yeah. We throw him in, or do we be boys and put Fabinho in?
If I was you, I'd put Fabinho in. I know where your heart lies.
I'm gonna be boys. So Kante, Fabinho, De Bruyne. And then see, Messi hasn't been good since. He hasn't had a good second half of the year because he has done.
He had a very poor start to it. I don't know his stats. Joe, I'm actually going to pull his stats up here if you don't mind. It might take a minute or so. But I was actually wondering that a little while ago. I heard they're not as good as they should be.
He had a good start of the year because obviously with Barca, had a good mid-season because he won the Copa America with Argentina, and that was a big achievement for him. And I don't know how well he played in that tournament, but the fact that he won it just pushed his name further up the list just because he has won internationally. Lewandowski, can't argue with that. Chap's an absolute beast. And then it's tossed between Haaland and Benzema. Benzema is just different gravy. Just every time you scroll on Twitter or check the score, he's always scoring. Haaland is like the next big name. Maybe people underrate him because he's at Dortmund, maybe. I'm going to go with Benzema.
You go with Benzema. And look, come here, I don't have a grudge on that whatsoever. Benzema, since Ronaldo's left, has been the focal point of Real Madrid's attacking. He's led the line so well there. Like, he's become the player that I think Real Madrid always wanted him to be.
It's probably because he wasn't didn't do much for France. I wasn't in the squad. Maybe that's why he wasn't picked. But I think I have Salah in the team as well. So Messi is in there because it's Messi, but I don't think he should. But
well, that's in the same reason that people put Ronaldo in. He's in there because he's Ronaldo and not based on his performances.
Well, he's only in there because he scored the last minute win against Ireland. But you're on top of that.
True, yeah. Well, the last minute winner when it was 2 minutes overtime, yeah. Or they after adding on 5 minutes. Push your luck, we'll leave that. But come here, I want to bring you back to this. Messi, right, so far in his first season for PSG, has played 20 matches. And guess how many goals he scored? I don't have the assist number here, but for goals scored, so 20 games. Usually this is a guy that gets at least a goal a game or a goal every 2 games. So
it's definitely a single digit. I'm gonna go like with 7 or 8.
Very close. It's 6. So that's 6 goals in September since August. I imagine that's in all competitions as well because it's very hard to build up 20 just league games when I believe what was 18 clubs in League One. So that'd be Champions League included. And I know he scored a cracker against City. That was like reeling in that was rolling back the years. That was fantastic. But I don't know what the crack is there because, as you said, like the guy is a goal merchant. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's goal involvements, assists, goals themselves, like his numbers are usually phenomenal. But 6 goals, it's a really, really sharp drop off. And I reckon, do you reckon that's anything to do with the move from Barcelona? Do you think it's settling into a new league or a new team, or do you think he's just kind of like, fuck this?
Well, let's put it this way: he left Barcelona, and it's the fourth time they failed to qualify for the Champions League. So
that's true.
Just shows the impact he has on the team. He didn't want to leave, but he had to because of financial reasons, and obviously PSG and maybe City are the only teams that could afford him. So he chose, so he chose PSG. Didn't want to go there, but he's like, fuck, I might as well go and try and make the most of it. He did pick up an injury, I think. I don't think he can't settle in, I don't think, because he's so used to being, like, he's Barcelona through and through.
He's there since he's 13 years of age.
Yeah. Like, it's finding it hard to settle in and move and adapt to the culture and all this, blah, blah, blah. But when you have a team with Neymar, fucking Di Maria, Mbappe, you have one Alba in the team now, Donnarumma, you have Ramos. The team is full of superstars, so you can't perform with those players, then I don't know. And especially in the Farmers League as well.
Exactly, and you could almost harken back to the days of the original Galacticos in Real Madrid, where even though there was all these names like Zidane, Figo, Beckham showing up on the pitch, fucking even Guti and everything like that, even though he came from the club, all these major names, huge world stars on that side. And over the years, the trophy haul wasn't nearly what anyone would have expected it to be for the money that was getting spent and the players getting brought in. So it can always happen. There can be a lot of clash of egos, clash of styles. Like when I watched City play against PSG, and I think I'm definitely in the majority here. Neymar and Messi may as well have not played that game. PSG were basically playing with 9 men and 2 passengers. That's what it looked like to me, because never mind the lack of pressing.
Yes.
Like the lack of pressing, the lack of, it almost looked at stages, the lack of belief in their own ability to get the ball up the pitch and get the ball moving at any sort of pace. They lacked someone with, like Messi usually is the sort of player that gets on the ball and goes, look, grabs the game by the scruff of the neck, goes, I'm going to dictate how this goes because I'm leaving Messi and that's what I do. And it's like that's what was missing. You know what I mean? It's really unfortunate though, because I'm not a huge fan of Mbappe. I find Mbappe to be a bit like, obviously he's a great footballer, but like I feel like a lot of the praise that's thrown at him is almost undeserved. But in that game I was looking at him and I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for him running around, 2 lads either side of him that couldn't bother their bollocks to do it. This is in the Champions League. This isn't a friendly match. This isn't like League One game against fucking Shite United, like, do you know what I mean? Or Farmers are us or whatever they're playing against every week. Like this is the Champions League. Yeah, you know what I mean? This is the Champions League against the favourites for the tournament, and they just weren't there showing up, and it cost their team dearly in the end. So it'll be interesting to see how they go forward. But I just think there's too many names in that team for it to actually be a team. And I think Pochettino will be the one that suffers before any of the players do.
I think Mbappe needs a move to another club to actually develop as a player. What's he, 23 now, is he?
I'm not too sure. You know what? I'll get that up here as well.
So I think
being able to look things up.
I think if he stays at PSG, he'll just be known as like a good player. I don't think he'll actually reach the levels he should or he can.
Yeah, see, there'll always be the thing in everyone's head of, well, he only did it in the French league. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, he is. He's 23.
What a guess.
Yeah, that's a fantastic guess in fairness. You know, at one stage in his career, he went on trial at Chelsea.
Jeez.
They didn't sign him. Yeah. Imagine having that on your hands and just going, nah, mate, you're all right. Fucking crazy.
Should I get rid of fucking De Bruyne? Salah had fucking.
It wasn't the same window. I'm pretty sure that was in the same window they got rid of Mbappe and Salah, but it was under the same manager anyway. Mourinho clearly lost his marbles that year.